John and Sargy here, walking Davenport, Iowa, December 21st, I believe. Anyway, pretty nice day here, especially from compared. I don't know, it's about 40 something. It feels pretty nice and sunny. Feels extremely nice compared to where I came from a couple days ago in Duluth, Minnesota, where it was like -7 and like 3 feet of snow. See, the ducks are out here. Wonder if some of these are ducks that might have even come from Duluth and then they're down here now. I don't know if like all the ducks go all the way far south. I guess it all depends, you know. There's like a lock and dam up there. That's called the Centennial Bridge there. Okay, this is Davenport, Iowa here, Quad Cities, and then across the river, the Centennial Bridge, that's Rock Island, Illinois. Hey, buddy. Starts enjoying the anyway, yeah, I kind of like this town. Just tried taking Sarg to his first dog park thing, and he liked the running around, but then some big dogs were being kind of like overly aggressive or overly playful, for kind of scared him. He was kind of barking at him and stuff, so I had to take him out of there. So I don't know. Especially since I don't actually have like his license on me, like a tag. I mean, I've got his I have a folder at home that shows all the rabies things, but I don't have like a tag on him, so maybe. Anyway. So if you looked at some of my older videos, you can see I was here like in January last year when it was cold out, but definitely got kind of a different feel now that it's busier. It is a Saturday too. Slept at the Walmart last night, which was the first Walmart I stayed at last year. And now this Walmart actually had a couple of no overnight camping signs, which weren't there last time, but it was kind of weird because there was no signs when you came in, and it actually had like a cross through a truck, no overnight parking, leading me to think maybe it's more talk about trucks and not cars. And the other thing is they only had them in a few spots, so maybe just a few spots on the side where a lot of trucks parked. So I don't know. I guess you could argue that, you know, you didn't see those signs. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's going to keep anybody from waking you up, but you know. But anyway, but there was a couple other. There wasn't a lot of campers and stuff there last night. There was a few, kind of a group that looked like they were maybe traveling together that were parked in the area. So anyway. I'm just saying that because I think I kind of have my channel as like a van life channel, so those people, but if this is just a person who's just looking at general Quad City stuff, then you don't have to worry about that. But the people who are into like traveling around the country in their van, they like to always know stuff, like they report like what was that Walmart like and that kind of stuff. It's nice here. Okay, let's do like a pan, and I'll try to do it slow. People always complain, okay, not that one. I'll do a slow pan. People always complain that, you know. I'm not sure how that worked. Let's try that again. Well, Sarge did okay. At first there was a husky and they just kind of sniffed each other, and that was nice. But then there was this lady who came in who had like 6 dogs and these like a couple of these labradoodles and stuff, and I don't know, or maybe they're mostly poodles, I don't know. I remember those poodles that they seem like they're kind of aggressive a lot of times, but which is a funny story. My friend, my roommate one time was like house sitting for this one guy who had these poodles, and he was having such a tough time because they had all these tricks, because they're like really smart, you know, so they had all these tricks where they like somehow distract him, and the other ones kept managing to get out and all this stuff, and I don't know, it was kind of a funny story. But flats here, the mighty Mississippi. Now you'll notice that it's around noon, and so that means that direction should be kind of south, but the Mississippi's going this way. Well, that's one the claims of fame of the Quad Cities, is that the Mississippi goes east and west here, which I think had something to do with like why they originally because of this bend here, why they originally had like a steamboat stop here, and it became like the city here founded. But it's a quad cities, but it's really like 5 cities. But Davenport, Iowa, Bittendorf, Iowa, Rock Island, Illinois, Moline and East Moline, Illinois. I guess if they had like Moline and East Moline like merge, I guess then it could truly be like the quad cities, right? But then there's, you know, some other some smaller towns around here. So yeah, it's actually it's a part of America that you don't really hear that much about the quad cities a lot, you know. And anyway, but it's actually pretty big. It's like about 400,000, so that's a pretty big metropolitan area, you know, not like super big, but big enough, you know. Like, you know, I mean, that's a lot bigger than Madison, Wisconsin, where I was the other day. So, Centennial Bridge. Really nice day here. I think, tomorrow's supposed to be nice too. Oh, here we go. The high water mark in June 9th, 1993. Imagine that, if it was that high, like how far it must have, probably must have like flooded that stadium there, or where that stadium is right now. I'm not saying that stadium was there back then. Kind of a park here. Let's go back this way, buddy. Yeah, I guess I don't know if I'm gonna stay 2 days here and then head down to St. Louis, see my family down there. I was coming from Minnesota. Just wanted to stop a couple ways along the way, on the way down to St. Louis, and then, you know, and then after I'm done with St. Louis, I might do a little exploring further south, but not too far south, maybe just like maybe like southern, well, maybe like down to like Arkansas, maybe like down to as far as Memphis, maybe. We'll see. You know, so it's not gonna be places where it's gonna be like super like tropical, traditional snowbird weather, but just like compared to like what I'm used to, it'll be, you know, nicer. There's some guys out in the boat there. I wonder if there's a bunch of those Asian carp on this part of the Mississippi. I'd heard like a lot of places like on the Mississippi, I mean, there's so many of those Asian carp, it's like that, you know, it ruined all the other fishing. But, oh, is that Oscar Mayer there? I think it says Oscar Mayer. Okay. On that big plant over there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm imagining stuff. Anyway, bunch of ducks out here, Canadian geese. Enjoying being in the sun. They got their down feathers to keep them warm and all the fat, and you know, pretty nice out here.